Another East Texas school district is banning energy drinks from the classroom. Diboll ISD joins Gladewater ISD in officially banning these highly caffeinated drinks. KLTV7's Emma Burns has more tonight on how the ban works and the health threats posed by these energy drinks.
Diboll is keeping energy drinks off campus this school year. Superintendent Dr. Igor Guskov says the ban is to protect student health and improve focus.
After consulting with the health advisory committee for the district and talking to our nurses, we were advised to limit the consumption of energy drinks.
Diboll ISD's ban follows Gladewater ISD, which banned the drinks in March. Gusikov expects teachers and principals to enforce the new ban the same way they manage cell phones.
Just like with cell phones, just like with other drinks they're not supposed to have, just supervision and spreading the information about the harm that energy drinks can cause.
East Texas News Med team Dr. Ed Dominguez says that when children drink these drinks, real risks come along with it.
We know that the energy drinks are going to give you a boost of energy. That's the heart rate goes up, but the heart rate will come down. The metabolic effects are long-standing. These are from the sugar, the high amounts of sugar in there, and these can cause obesity.
And even if the label says sugar-free, Dr. Ed says danger still exists.
There are children and young adults who have been admitted to emergency rooms with palpitations or with panic attacks and things like that because of a heavy reliance on these drinks.
If your student's campus allows energy drinks, Dr. Ed urges parents to check the nutrition labels for high sugar and caffeine content before packing it in the lunchbox. Emma Burns, KLTV 7 News.
And Dr. Ed recommends making simple swaps like opting for water additives that do not contain any sugar